Well, the University of Georgia has long been known for their agricultural research, and there are a few changes that have taken place recently that will help strengthen those programs for the future. On a rather brisk day just outside of Athens, the Dean of the College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences at UGA, Scott Engel, told us about the Iron Horse Farm and a process they've been working through the last few years. It's meant to consolidate and streamline operations in the area of ag.
Well, we made a decision probably 4 or 5 years ago that we needed to, what we were called right-sizing our agricultural infrastructure, many farms around the state. We developed a plan, looked at what we have, what we think we will need going off into the future, and as it turned out, we really needed to make some significant changes, particularly in our farms around Athens. I don't think we need to do so much some of our North Georgia or South Georgia farms. So going through this entire process, we thought we needed to sell some land, downsize a little bit, but that caused us to also need to buy a little bit of land as well. So in essence, we've sold 2 farms and we've purchased 1 farm.
The dean said the changes have helped improve the school's research efforts by consolidating operations.
A lot of what we do is training of students. Secondarily, we have our extension programs and our research programs, and we've got to cover all of them, which makes it sometimes complicated because the goals of each are not always in sync with one another. So here today we are on the Iron Horse Farm. This farm will become used primarily for research, but we'll also, because we're close enough into Athens, we'll be able to bring students down here. The advantage of this farm, which is we refer to now as the Iron Horse Farm, is that the soils are very homogeneous. There's some good water out here. We've got some great sources for irrigation. In fact, we've got our irrigation contractors out here today putting in some of those facilities. But it's also a great location. We can get farmers in here for field days. This is really going to become a kind of a showcase for best agricultural technologies, for testing new technologies, developing new technologies, and then we'll also be able to get our students out here for training purposes.
Georgia Farm Bureau President Zippy Duvall was along for a tour. He got a chance to see the Iron Horse Farm that UGA purchased in 2012. He said that location and options that are now available to the students would better prepare them for futures in farming and production.
So I really think they can do some good research work here that fits this part of the state, because we think that there's going to be some expansion in agriculture here. Most of the agriculture here is animal agriculture, but I think there's a lot of room for, as we move along to try to feed the people of the world, there may be some great potential for some row crop to come back into this area.
Dean Engel said the school's administration is not slowing down with their forward progress. They're already making plans to update and improve other extension facilities in Tifton, Griffin, and Athens.
We've got 13 research farms around the state, one of the most extensive in the country.
And Dean Engel told us the university is also planning to sell an 865-acre farm that they've owned since the 1960s. The university's College of Ag and Environmental Sciences has used the property for beef cattle research. Now, if you're interested in purchasing that property, bids are being accepted through March 13th.